Elgato just does not stop when it comes to producing products and services for those that want to produce content at the highest level, but without breaking the bank and also not sacrificing quality. That is not only just for their video, but also for the audio and the gear all around it, as well as the software ecosystem to back it. And here we are again with audio, with a new dynamic microphone that is really suited for vocals. This is really all down to really wanting the best performance at the price given. This is the Elgato Wave DX. Let's get straight into it. Yes, the Wave DX is Elgato's new XLR-based dynamic microphone with a premium capsule for the best pickup sound that is really suited for vocals. It's XLR only and works with any XLR interface that allows it to have audio, but in this case we are using it with the Elgato Wave XLR interface for the best experience, and we're going to go down and further explain why that is. Out of the box, it's meant to give a great sound, it's optimized for speech, and it does have a cardioid pickup pattern. With it comes with multiple thread mounts, and also it does have this unique mono stand swivel design, which is really clever and makes it very clean. In addition to the design of it so far, it does have an internal pop filter to manage those plosives, those P's that come when you're doing your speeches. So that is something that really should help it and keeps it looking nice, slim, clean, and elegant. Let's dive a bit deeper into the design and the build quality, and it feels solid. It really feels premium, and the capsule is something that is well put together, and you feel it. It's well weighted, but still well balanced and easy to put on. One thing I really like is just the kind of like rectangular oval shape of it. And in terms of the design language, it's stealth, it's blacked out, and it's really down to that Elgato design language that really sticks out and blends in with all the other products. One of the things I like about it is the removable logo on the left and right hand side, which pretty much allows you to mount this mono swivel mount, which I really like, pretty much either on the left or the right. That's a nice touch that I can really appreciate, especially when you want to mount it either on the left side or the right side based on what you're using for the mono arm. I can't say any more good things apart from this really feels like a premium, well put together mic, and it's something that I just like using when it comes to the looks, the aesthetics, the build on my desk setup. As we're now getting to the overall sound quality and just how the microphone behaves in terms of the pickup quality and what you're hearing, this is exactly it. This is not being audio treated in any way. I'm not applying any background noise reduction, any boost, EQ. We're just gonna keep it. And I know I don't usually do this, but I want you guys to pretty much hear the sound of the microphone for what it is and go through what we're using to set this up. So of course, we do have the new Wave DX dynamic XLR only bass microphone. It does not need 48-volt phantom power because it is dynamic, it's not condenser based, and it is plugged in, and we are using Elgato's own Wave XLR interface, which is great. We also do have the Wave mic arm LP low profile, and we've got the Elgato XLR cable, which is a really high quality, nice XLR cable as well. What we do have is a Stream Deck here, so we're going to explain when we get to the software and ecosystem experience how everything pretty much links up. What Elgato recommends when using this Wave DX microphone, which is obviously XLR based, as much as it works with any XLR interface, we do recommend that actually one of the best experience tied into the ecosystem is with the Wave XLR. And what they do recommend is using and starting it from 45 dB and being about 8 to 12 centimeters away from the microphone, as you're seeing right now. And pretty much this is the sound of it. I really like it. Now, the biggest test for this was the live stream I did the day before. Now, I'm gonna actually put that live stream in the cards above and linked in the description below. 1 hour straight. The audience didn't know what microphone was being used, but at the end, they pretty much gave me their verdict that it was clean and sounded great. That means this microphone is pretty much doing its job that I was expecting it to do, which was great sound out of the box with no tweaking needed. The only thing I did when actually using OBS was actually enable my noise suppression background reduction, which was with the RNN noise VTS plugin for OBS, and it did a great job. Everything else was pretty much the mic setup into the interface as it was actually recommended to be used with the software and out of the box. And I have to say, the sound of this has really impressed me, especially for my sound signature. I don't really have that much of a bassy voice. Mine is kind of like a mid-tone, not too bassy, so it warms it up and gives it that broadcast sound and feel that I really want out of the box before I even decide to do any tweaking. So this is pretty much everything that you're hearing. This whole review is being shot with this microphone. One last honorable mention that I wanted to add is that in terms of audio treatment for the room, this is all treated with 18 Elgato wave panels. So I'm as Elgatoed up into the ecosystem, Brer. So I've set up the room to be as sound treated as possible, even though I do have wooden floors with no carpets. I've got 18 sound panels around. So take that in, and pretty much this is the audio pure with no edits that you are experiencing with the Wave DX. Now let's talk about the software and ecosystem experience that I've had with the DX so far. And I've actually tested this on my Mac OS, Mac-based M1 Pro 14-inch MacBook Pro laptop. And then I've got my Windows-based computer desktop, which is a base unit that is based on a Ryzen 5900X, 32 gigs of RAM, and an RTX 3060. And that's going to be very important. Some of the key features really come down to using the Stream Deck, as well as, of course, the Wavelink. Now, the Wavelink, you will see that you can put the Wavelink plugin onto the Stream Deck software, and you can control things like the volume, mute, switch, add EQ. And this is, again, the ecosystem play that really ties in the benefit of using this Wave DX with the Elgato system that work all well together. And speaking of that, hence why using the Wave XLR interface probably will give you the best experience. Why? Again, the Wave XLR interface does have a mute switch at the top, where it's a touch capacitive that you can use to mute straight away, because this microphone does not have a mute button on there at all. And then you've got the Wavelink audio mixing software. Here is where you pretty much get a breakdown of how you can tweak and use it. So the Wavelink software does give you different settings such as general, input, headphone jack, audio enhancement, and color settings. And obviously here's where you can do your software update to be on the latest version, which at the time of this recording is 1.3.1. Then this is where you can specifically see what decibel gain that you're on by actual number measurement, because you can't see that on the Wave XLR interface. When you click it, you only have the LED lights that light up, but you can see specifically where you are. You can disable and enable phantom power. In this case, you can disable it, and also change it from the mic to the PC mix when you're hearing back, and you've got live feedback with the audio input with the headphones. You can also change the audio bitrate up to 96 hertz. You've got more control and granularity here as well, and also being able to select this audio interface and microphone into your favorite streaming software. That's something that's really great, and you can create separate channels as well. The control that you have over the Wavelink is really where the magic is at when you link it into the interface. Now, here's two problems that I actually found when using it. NVIDIA's noise suppression. What Elgato have done when you're using on PC with the relevant RTX graphics, whether it's 20 series or 30 series, which is what I have with the 3060, the noise suppression did not work as well as I would like. The sound really did crackle, and I uninstalled it, installed it again, used it right with the right NVIDIA broadcasting software, as well as obviously all the necessary plugins from Elgato, and the noise suppression didn't really work. I think the best results you're gonna get is with the RNN Noise VTS plugin. This is something that works on Mac as well, and it should work on PC, but at the minute, the NVIDIA noise suppression, in my personal opinion, when I used it, did give me a little bit more problems than I was expecting. So that was the only hiccup. But the integration with the Stream Deck, and also what you have with the Elgato ecosystem and how well it works with the Wave XLR interface, yeah, I think this is probably one of the best selling points of using it. Odd few little software issues as explained, but apart from that, it worked a lot better than I was expecting it. And at the same time, I shouldn't be surprised, because this is Elgato's play. So let's conclude on my overall thoughts and experience with the Elgato Wave DX, and apologies for the continuation change. I'm in different clothes, it's a slightly different day. The price of it is £109.99, basically £110. So a slight change in MSRP from the £100 or £99.99 from before. So who is it for? And I think I'm still going to stick to the same premise and say that it is pretty much for someone like myself. I'm heavily invested in the Elgato ecosystem in terms of the products that I use for voiceover and especially my weekly live streams. And also just what it does with the integration, the performance of it, and the setup is very simple and is very straightforward with great sound out the box, especially for vocals that I do on a regular basis. But also if you think around that price, where does it match up? And in the UK, around that price point, you do have the Samsung Q9U as well as the Rode Pod mic, which are around that same £110 price point. And what are the benefits of those? If you look at the Samsung Q9U, it does have a USB interface as well as XLR, so you've got that convenience for even easier plug in and play. Now the pod mic is really good, but I believe that is a condenser microphone, not a microphone that is dynamic based, meaning it does need 48 volt phantom power, and it doesn't have all the integration with their ecosystem that Elgato will bring with their software experience. So definitely, if you put that in perspective and you're in that situation, it's great value and a great performing microphone. But yeah, that's my thoughts and experience of the Elgato Wave DX dynamic XLR based microphone. That's it for me, Ben from Lover of Tech. If you enjoy videos like this, you know exactly what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're part of Team TLS, the Tech Lover Squad, so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. Hope you're all safe during this time. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.